Check, check, check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show, baby. And here we are at this beautiful time. And it's just a special day. You know, this door, I got to close this door. I didn't realize how much that's throwing me off. I even have my pool stick with me because there's a pool table downstairs. Who here has their own pool stick, baby? That's how you know how to play pool. You actually own a pool stick. And you bring it with you wherever you go, if you know there's a pool table there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to Thanksgiving, baby. Let's go! Sorry, but let's go. Today is the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, starting off at 11 a.m. I cannot wait. A little bit of, when you get to the website, you just got to click on it twice. Make sure you put the QR code at the end, and make sure, you might have to click 3 months on the site. Then it's going to take you to another, payout page. And you're just going to have to click 3 months again, and then just make sure you put in the code, all right? It's going to be a little bit of a thing, but you'll get through it. You'll get your discount. It'll be absolutely amazing. Happy Thanksgiving, all the beautiful people out here. We take no days off. We're ready to go. We wear pants. We do wear pants here on the live stream. People try to claim I don't wear pants. That's ridiculous. I'm not Kevin O'Leary. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's jump on into what's going on. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Bitcoin getting bought up, but having a little bit of trouble here at 37,000. And I tell you what, they dump Bitcoin on Thanksgiving every single year. I've been telling everybody that. Every single time, Bitcoin likes to tank on Thanksgiving. It happens like clockwork. So just something to think about, something to talk about, something that happens. It is what it is, baby. We'll get through it. We'll make it happen no matter what, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Let's bring back that awesome music for each and every one of you. I'm going to bring it down for me. Find my proper mix in my head here. That's a good sound right there, and I'll bring the music back up for you. I think I get you at like 50%. Pretty good for me right there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Castier turkey dumping, baby. Yep. Have a blessed day. Yeah, it's going to be a cooked turkey, it looks like. So we talked about it. I mean, this is a descending triangle. Let's break it down. I mean, descending triangles break to the downside. When you have a flat bottom and the top of the channel is moving to the downside, you're very likely going to have a dump. That's just what happens. But what happens is descending triangles turn in to falling wedges. That's kind of what they do. I told my entire team, I said, if we lose the 200 SMA on the 7-minute, expect more downside. The second we did that, we made another descending triangle. And that's kind of, I'm not trying to be rude. I don't like using the word easy, but that's simple money. I mean, that's easy money right there. Like, that's a simple way to trade right there. I gave you that idea. I told you once this lost the 200 SMA and you had 2 candles below that, you're going to likely drop. You also had a point of control here of a gap in the VRVP. You're likely coming all the way back down to 36,549. All right. Now, once you lose the 200 SMA on the 7, you're going to start looking for the 200 SMA on the 15. That's going to be your next target. We also look, previous supportive resistance has been lost right now for Bitcoin. So we gave up 37,094. And if you're in my trading group, I was privy to this information. I already gave you an update and told you exactly what was likely going to happen based on this situation. Now, I didn't know it was going to happen, and I never claimed to do. All I can tell you, I know nothing. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. What I do know is technical analysis. I do know when you have a descending triangle, you're going to make a move to the downside. Let's talk about the descending triangle. Let's break it down. Boom, boom. The length of the base here would be the move down, something like that. And so you're looking for the breakdown, and that's exactly what happened. It's also kind of a, an M pattern with a lower high, right? Stochastics are high here, okay? Understand this concept. Price is here. Stochastics come down, come all the way up. And when they reset, they're lower than the one before. They're going to come down again. Where do you think you're going? Down, right? Now you could be in this, and we could make a beautiful move out of this to the upside. That's a possibility. I'm open-minded to that, and we'll keep you privy to that information. But this is what I saw happening. Also, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside there too as well. They don't have to be perfect. You'll be able to see it. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. NXA lists on MEXC in 19 hours, more or less. Dumb. I don't, that doesn't make sense. That's a hot coin that a lot of people are mining and getting into. There's a chance it dumps. You never know. I don't know. I'm not a soothsayer. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. So I will take a look at it though, and we'll assess the situation, and we'll look at the technical analysis. You're kind of speculating there. Like, it's just Pepe was different. Pepe had a lot of build-up for a long time. Nobody knows about XNA. You have to remember that. XNA is going to be a brand new coin on MEXC. It actually might pump it pretty nicely. You never know. I'm short from 37,695. 2 days ago, Casper got a wrapped Casper for BEP20. Oh, that's pretty cool too. Yep. Wrapped Casper on BEP20. I like to hear that. That's interesting. Dude, I'm telling you, the Binance Smart Chain is hot. They're going to continue to produce. They're going to continue to go down. Not go down, but continue to pump, you know what I mean? But look, you have a beautiful gap of the VRVP here. You're likely coming down to reassess the situation at 36,000, all right, 550, 567. And again, I've seen Bitcoin dump on Thanksgiving almost every single time, because I remember like being stressed and not wanting to look at my phone a couple Thanksgivings in a row, and it's usually, and then I tell myself, let me just be with my family and put this stuff aside. But it's hard. It's hard when there's a lot going on, right? It's not easy, not at all, right? So that's the one thing, that's the one thing you got to think about. Everyone, we like to trade here on MEXC. MEXC, highest profits, if you can get in, but lowest fees, 0% spot maker and taker fee, 0% maker fee, and only a 0.2% taker fee. I'm telling you right now, this is the place to be. MEXC. If you want to jump into MEXC, my link is in the description if you want to see what goes on there on MEX Global, all right? We're also going to give you BOOKMAP. We're going to talk about it. This is going to be an in and out stream, probably an hour long, though. We're not going to take up too much of your time. Most of you are hopefully with family. If you're lucky, you're with family. But look, as I told you, once you lose the 200 SMA on the 7, you're going to go to the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. This is clockwork. So once this went below and you close the candle right there, the short is entitled, and then the short's in there. And there we go. We called the short right there to the 15. I just told you exactly what was going to happen. Once you lost the 200 SMA on the 7, you're coming to the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. However, we could be in, I feel like we even broke out of the falling wedge. Didn't even want to hold the wedge to the upside. I'm going to reassess the situation and kind of redraw this and see if I see something different out of my eye. But this is kind of what happened. We had a bit of a double top M. We couldn't get above this resistance. Bitcoin had to break back above 37,899 to remain bullish. Now, there's a chance they're just doing a bear trap. They're going to bring us back inside this, and then we could still make a move to the upside. I'm open-minded to that. But right now, it doesn't look amazing, all right? It doesn't look amazing, all right? Is cat ears on the 15 for Bitcoin? Yeah, it is cat ears, too. A little bit of cat ears. I see what you're saying. Shoulder, cat ear pattern to the downside. You nailed it. Shout out to my man with cat ears. And I didn't see it this morning. I had a lot going on, but it was cat ears. You nailed it. Yeah, 1, 2, and then cat ears hits the trigger and falls to the downside. That's usually what you get. Cat ears isn't a huge pattern. You don't get an unbelievable dump out of cat ears, but it does happen, One thing I am assessing is the fact that we're still inside some type of an ascending triangle here, and I'll show you here with the highlighter. Making this top, and we're going to make this bottom, and there's a chance we just stay inside this pattern, and this could break us to the upside, the length of that base there too. So I got a few other things that are going on. It's not all horrible. And if we can hold the 15-minute 200 SMA, we'll be okay. Now, if we lose this, if we lose the 15-minute 200 SMA, we now have to look for the 200 SMA on the 1-hour time frame. If we lose that, we know we're back in the dredge, back in the dumpies, and then it's all back into that nasty dump again. So, but I'll keep you privy to that information, and we'll bang on it. If you want me to chart a coin, you must give a super chat. I will not just eat it out of the chat. You got to send a super chat just because you're taking over the whole show with your ask, and there's a lot of people that have done it many times. And if I just start taking, requests without a super chat, I'm going to disrespect all the people for the last 2-3 years that have been leaving a super chat for me. So send in that respect. It doesn't have to be, it can be $1.99. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money. That's the prerequisite of the show. All right. So I know you can say please, you can say yes, no, and I'm just sorry. It's going to have to be a super chat out of respect for all the other people that have been on the stream in my life. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm super excited to be here, and I'm amazed. All right. Black Friday, baby. Black Friday. Jump on in today. And honestly, last night, tough night when I'm in these Airbnbs, right? But remember, general sale begins at the website after midnight on Thursday. Deals are quarterly and yearly, up to 35% off the equivalent monthly price. To gain an extra discount and early access, you must both subscribe to the newsletter and opt in, okay? I'm going to put the link right now in the comment section so you have access to that opt-in. I'm going to put it right now. Once you're opted in, Thursday at 11 a.m., 2 emails will go out. A special Thanksgiving email for all the subscribers and a discount email for only those who opted in. If you opt in on the newsletter, subscribers will gain immediate access to the sale at 11 a.m. Thursday. Existing website customers can upgrade their subscription to make use of the deals. And existing MeSex customers who wish to make use of the deal must switch and take the website subscription. You know what I mean? So if you have a couple days left on MeSex, just switch. We'll figure it out. We'll either compensate you for those couple of days, or we'll add some type of thing. We'll put you in a class at a discount. We'll find a way to make it happen. All right. Zignali. We'll take a look at Zignali. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you so much for the action. And Love Learning, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. And everyone, the main link today is the Black Friday link. That's the one we really want you to check out and opt in immediately. So here's the link. And let me just take a look here for Shano. Thank you, Shano. Almost grabbed the restring link. So funny, right? And always, never be stressed, everyone, and never be in a rush. Always take a deep breath and know that life is exactly where it's supposed to be. If things aren't perfect, they will be eventually. There's always a struggle. It's never perfect. I remember my last year Black Friday sale. I didn't have anyone with me. I had no real team. I just was me winging it. Now I have an entire department. We're working on it. We're getting the QR codes. We're getting the lifers. And it's not easy. It's been a little stressful because everything has to work. You got to have the web guy to do what the team wants. You got to have the team ready and assessed. And then we even have, our marketing team. So it's a lot. You know what I mean? And we've been juggling it all, getting it ready, and everyone's remote and just making it happen. So 20 minutes to countdown, baby. 20 minutes to countdown. 20 minutes left to opt in. You only have 20 minutes left to opt in, all right, to get the deal, all right? You want to click this link that I just put in the comment section. It's getting close. 20 minutes left. So if you want to pull the trigger, if you like what you've been seeing, if you think I'm the most consistent man in cryptocurrency, jump on in. Bang, bang, bang. Also, never DM me telling me that you sent Bitcoin. Someone just DM me, hey, I just sent 220 in BTC. That's going to be something that you want to send to cryptolifers@gmail. I am not customer service, and don't ask me to be, because I am too busy. No offense, that sounds rude, right? But my wife is the most sweetest. You'd rather talk to my wife for customer service than me, trust me. She is the sweetest thing in the world, you know what I mean? I want you to have a great experience. I'm so busy into the charts. We figured at the company that if I do what I need to do and everyone else does what they need to do, we will knock it out the park, and we do. So, refrain from DMing me any type of customer support ideas, any type of things. Send your stuff to, either Jamie at Zeno33, right, inside of the Discord, or email CryptoLifers. You can even go to CryptoLifer.com. You can make it really easy on yourself. Go to CryptoLifer.com, and, just like a professional company, right? Go to CryptoLifer.com. And what you can do is, once you opt in, go to the support section and just say, and hit support, hit contact us. And right here on the contact sheet, you're going to be able to say, hey, name, check, what it was, it may not even be an issue, but crypto payment issue you can put in. Or you can even just go general inquiry and say, hey, I just sent in 220. Here's my address. Can you check that you received it? I'd like access to the trading group. And boom, 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 you'll be in as right as rain, all right? All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin like we do every single day. That's what we do. Bitcoin got to bounce right back off the 15-minute 200 SMA, and it's attempting to get back inside the pattern. If it can do this, it's going to be back inside of this beautiful falling wedge. And then to me, it's going to basically look like so there you have it. Bottom, top, bottom, top. You're going to come right back up to the top here, and then just, assess. So I like that we bounced off the 200 SMA here on the 15-minute. We're very oversold, expecting some type of bounce. So this could be a bear trap, getting people thinking that we're going to come down, and we're going to come right back to the upside. Also, I would refrain from trading on Thursdays. You know what I mean? If you see something great, obviously, you know, I look at the market. If I see I'm an opportunist. If I see something, I get it in. You know what I mean? But I have rules. And mainly some of my rules are not trading on Thanksgiving Day, not trading on Fed Day, not trading on Forex, you know, folders, factory days. You know what I mean? Big pharma red days, you know, non-farm red days, all that stuff. I like to stay away. It is kind of what's called a descending cup and handle. I call this a descending cup and handle. It's a cup and handle, but the cup and handle are leading to the downside, right? It's a downward cup and handle. However, I've seen the cup and handle play out, whether it's up, down, left, right, sideways, or twisted. It doesn't seem to matter. It still pumps all the way to the upside. So I see this possibly happening, this cup and handle breaking to the upside, as long as we can hold this beautiful, looks, previous resistance becomes support. Almost a bit of a double bottom there, double bottom there. Can we hold this level? Can we get back above the zone? And that's the question. We're kind of right here at the precipice of Bitcoin. You know, you could say it's a range. It's a little bit of a range here. And what I like to do is I'll take this away. I'll head on over here and I'll grab myself a little bit of a rectangle. And I'll draw the rectangle in because it is a range. It's not always an exact line. It's an area, all right? It's a zonage. And so if we can hold the zonage here, which I kind of, you know, look, if we go all the way back to the zone, look, bounce, 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 fell through, came back, got above, fell through, got above, resistance, got above, bounce. So that would be a beautiful place for Bitcoin to get a nice little bounce to the upside. We don't want to lose the 15-minute 200 SMA. We want to get back above the 7-minute 200 SMA. But if you took a quick short, that was a beautiful short scalp of the trading group. I put it out to everyone on my update this morning and said, hey, if this loses the 200 SMA, look for a move back down to the 15 200 SMA. Perfect trade. I would take my profits right around the 15-minute 200 SMA. This is a beautiful strategy that I've taught myself. No one taught me this. One day I was just looking at the moving averages and I was like, oh my gosh, when I lose this one, I go to the next one. I also play with moving. I play with all different time frames, and that's kind of what gives me my edge, right? I know the 7-minute. I know the 1 hour. I know the 15. It took me a long time to do this. Time frames are just like cars in the garage. You can't drive every single car in the garage. You just can't, right? And so when you think about that, okay, my point is you drive the 1 hour for a year or two. You know, then you add in the 4 hour once in a while. You add the daily. And as you keep adding other time frames, you become stronger and stronger and stronger, all right? Who's opting in right now? Let me know if you're opting in to jump on into the yearly discount. Who believes that it's going to change their life? Who knows that it's going to change your life? Your brother, can you give me a small update on PYTH? Thinking about selling all of it to put in XAA tomorrow. Thanks. A lot of streaming every day, and I wish everybody, thanks a lot for streaming every day, and I wish everybody great health. Shout out to Pat Chushi. Can you give me a small update on PYTH? Hey, man, do whatever, and there's his first super chat, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for the first super chat ever. I love when someone gives their first super chat. It gets me so inspired, so amazing, absolutely exciting. These are the days to be alive. I wore my favorite blue coat, you know what I mean? Because this is the day. These are the days where you go all in, baby. And I actually really like this tie. One of my favorite ties, too. You know, white pocket square, just keeping it fresh to death with the white shirt on Thanksgiving, baby, on Thanksgiving. Whoever called out XNA, God bless you. God bless you. Well, what happened is I assess the situation. I really do. I look at what's happening and I assess the situation, right? And so one of my boys said, hey, XNA is interesting. It's a lot like Caspa. I know you like Caspa. So I'm going to say I did personally make the call for me. And then, you know, and I said, hey, everyone, I'm getting in here. This thing is about to rip. I have a really good high instinct, but I also went on the data given by my people that run mining. I got a guy in my trading group, GF Perk. He runs the miners. He understands mining. He's like a survivalist, dude. He can make his own bullets. He can, you know, he pans for gold. Like, the dude does all sorts of amazing things. Such an amazing individual. After I was investing, can you give me a 1 through 10 on the mic to the music mix? I just don't get my mixer with me when I'm traveling. And just if you could tell me if the music should be up a little bit or down a little bit, or if the music and the mic mix is absolutely perfect, just let me know. I super trust you, man. And so, you know, I keep smart people around me. Let me just assess the situation. I keep super smart people around me. So Burke did make the call, but I'm the one who basically listened to what Burke said and made the initial and be like, you know what? It is going to probably make a big move to the upside. It made sense to me. For my years and years of doing this, I could understand what's going down, all right? I'm not taking anything from Burke. Burke's the man. He put it on my radar. But I definitely was like you know what? I'm getting on it. He was in before me too. You know what I mean? And we have some of the smartest people in the trading group. I'm telling you right now, my biggest gift is knowing who's smarter than me. My whole life, I've been able to find someone who's smarter than me and utilize their intelligence. That's the key, all right? Could bump the music just a half if you wanted to, but sounds clear. bump the music down or bump the music up? Sam, take a day off. It's a U.S. holiday. Shout out to you, man. I am taking a day off. Honestly, why would I take a day off on the biggest day? I've been spending so much time on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. Today is actually the most busy day of my life. All right. Now, if you've opted in already and you want to assess the situation here, let me download this. Let me save this image and open it up. And I'll make it nice and big here. I just want to walk you through exactly what to do, just in case you get confused. And it's very simple. It's not a big deal, but I just want to make sure it's done 100% right. Everyone knows exactly what to do, and no one is like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, right? So look, once you get to the site, you're going to click join, like the 3-month or the yearly, right? It's then going to take you again to this page where you're going to have to then pick 3-month or yearly yet again, all right? Once you do that, take in the quarterly discount or the annual discount and put them in, all right? And you'll be ready to go. You will not get access to this link if you do not opt in. Even if you can see this page here, you will not get access to the link if you do not opt in. I'm actually getting it for $222 for 3 months of my services. I'm telling you right now, you can't get it any better than this. The people that take my information, they charge you $2,000-$3,000 for a course, divergences. Once you join, I have a course waiting for you. I have like a $2,000 course waiting for you. Divergences, supportive resistance, Fibonacci. You're going to be ready to go. Then you're going to have access to me every single day. I go over token metrics. You're going to have the token metrics coins that we just put out earlier this week. Immediately, you're going to be able to gain value the second you jump on in. I'm telling you right now, even if I wasn't here for the day, there's so much action, and I am going to be here for the day. You got an update on the morning, ready to rock. Shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Any upcoming videos on XNA? Can you talk more about XNA? Shout out to Shib Poppy in the house. Sam is the hardest working man in crypto. You get a night off each night you sleep. Why do you always need the day off? Yeah, exactly. I'm sleeping all night. You know what I mean? Class is worth every single dollar. I also teach class the last Saturday of every month. I'm teaching class this Saturday in the morning. We're going to get it in. All right. Someone did say SEI was ripping. So look, I like that Bitcoin got itself back above the zone. It tells me that there could be a move. Let's look for a 1-minute bullish divergence. And we're going to look for that move that we always look for, is that bullish divvy. So right there, you have tiny bullish div, but it's extremely small. It makes sense because we didn't have a lot of people in the market today. A very small bullish div. And this computer, I love this computer, knock on wood. This computer is banging to the upside. I absolutely love it. I'll make sure it's on my turbo setting. There we go. Oh, no. Let's get the turbo. There we go. It has a turbo setting. When I put it on turbo, this thing starts to rip. And then I have a fan underneath my laptop. Always buy one of those, I want to find the best word for it, but what it does is, it just takes the heat away from the laptop, helps it do what it's supposed to do. We're still struggling here. Look, we got a bump up, but we did not get back above 37,113. That's going to be our main resistance. If we can't get above that, expect more downside. We're going to be struggling. I got BOOKMAP loaded up now. Let's take a look as the awesome song. This is like a BOOKMAP track. I like this. So when we started this morning, we had a big red bar up here at 37,800. We still have it, but now they kind of sprinkled some lower liquidity below us. They might want to swing into these lows now at 36,480. You can just see there's a lot more liquidity below us than above us at the present moment, and it's very close to us. However, the biggest order is still at 37.8. I wouldn't be surprised they dip down and then rip back to the upside to grab this bigger order. But right now, the closest order is at this level. Let's see if the liquidation happened there. I didn't have it open at the time, so I missed the liquidation, but it's okay. This has a liquidation indicator on it. What you do is you get an RAR file, and you're able to add it. Bang, bang, bang. Sometimes I do have to just trip it real quick, and it comes on really fast, No one's got liquidated yet, so you're not going to see a liquidation. But if people did get liquidated, you'd be able to see the actual liquidations on price action. It's pretty awesome. You can see the accounts that get lost, what happens, and what's going on. So right now, I do see more bearishness for Bitcoin down to 36,400, 36.5 possibly coming. We're going to look at ZIG, SYLO, PYTH, and XNA. We're also going to take a look at the dollar index and see what's happening to the DXY. But look, Bitcoin's struggling right now further to the downside. At the end of the day, you could say, fine, we're in this bigger wedge, but no, we keep playing games with the idea that we're in this wedge and hanging on this edge here. Can 37K hold? Can the 15-minute 200 SMA stop the pain? You know what I mean? And that's the question. Let's go to the 10-minute just to see what it looks like. So we're below on the 10-minute right now of the 200 SMA2 as well. Not a good sign, but it's definitely a falling wedge. All right. You would expect at least some type of pop back up, even if we were bearish. You'd expect at least some type of pop back up to the top of the pattern, but only time will tell. Right now, we are very, very below. And so what I would do now is I would start to look at, hold on right here. I would start to look at this as a flag, right? And I would flag this out. If we stay in it, we can come back to the top. But if that stays into a bear flag, you're likely going to head further to the downside. You're looking for something like this, and our next move would be 36,778. And remember, BOOKMAP has the liquidity down there, suggesting that we go lower. I did call out, I said if we lose the 7-minute 200 SMA, we'd 1-2 to open up a short. Bang, bang, bang. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. And shout out to all the beautiful people on the live. How many people we got on the live? I can't even tell right now. Let me see on the page. 737 beautiful souls on the live. May God bless each and every one of you on this beautiful Thanksgiving morning. Who here doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, doesn't even know what it is? You're from a different part of the world. Put a 1 if you have no idea what Thanksgiving is. Put a 2 if you're in America and you're celebrating Thanksgiving with your family. And either way, I love you. That's why I'm here. People don't realize I'm an international man. There's a lot of people that don't even know what Thanksgiving is. They follow me and they have no idea. Like my man Mohammed right here. You know what I mean? Like my man Pachuch. All right? And man, that's why we bring everybody together. We all come together. This is the key. All right? But wow, a lot of Americans, a lot of people from around the world. We got people from all different parts of the world. I'm telling you right now. 2, God bless everybody. Canadian, and love your day, man. Amen, amen. So if you're in my trading group, you already had access to the short. You'd be in the money on the short. We'd even, teach you how to draw this bear flag here. And that was another bearish flag. You take the length of the pole, and that would help you continue the move. And that was the exact move we made to the downside. Now we're looking for another one. Can you look at Clinic CTI? It's an AI coin that helps medicine development. Thank you for everything you do. The 99 is amazing. Shout out to Crypto Profit. May God bless you for jumping on in and being a part of the live, man. Florida, baby. Florida. You're from Florida. Daily Stoke sitting at the bottom. Steak for turkey in the USA, right? Long grid goes sideways, the better it sustains. Sam, how do I get rid of these red and green arrows on BitGet? I think you can go to order history and delete them. But I don't use BitGet, but you could probably go to order history and get rid of order history. Just Google how to get rid of order history on BitGet, and you'll get rid of all the little arrows. Yeah. I know what you're saying, though. That can be annoying because it's all over the chart. Sammy, can you take a look at TRB? Was at 2K profit last night, but it dumped hard. And now, negative. Why wouldn't you take 2K in profit? Why would you not take $2,000? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I was up 2K in a night, I would take the money, man. I'd be buying. See, my goal is to grab as much BTC as humanly possible. So when I see that much money on the table, I just think of $500 in Bitcoin, $500 in profit, and then my $1,000 ready to go back in and trade again. Just realized today, and shout out to all the fan funding. Let's break it down. Just realized today I've doubled my trading portfolio in the last 30 days, all by joining the 99 and following the education. Bang, that's amazing. XNA listed on Mexi in 19 hours, dump. And we kind of talked about that too. Shout out to RC Moore. Kyle Zanelli, we'll take a look at that. Gmail Brown 33, happy Thanksgiving, God bless you. And Buckley, what version of BOOKMAP should I get since Black Friday? Thanks for all you do. I would get Global Plus, man. I would get the biggest one you could get. Why not? Get as much information as you can, because I'm going to start trading the NQ, S&P, and why not have access to all the data, right? So I would get Global Plus, but whatever makes you happy. Black Friday, we're having a big sale here for BOOKMAP as well. Jump over to BOOKMAP, hit my link, it'll take you to the BOOKMAP site. You'll be able to access BOOKMAP for the least amount of prices possible. Also, I have a link to TradingView in my down below too. TradingView, 70% off. This is the time to get all of the things you need. Join the trading group, get BOOKMAP. These, if you're going to be serious about trading, at one point in my life, I had to decide whether I wanted the tools or not. And it's funny, my wife helped me make the decision. You lose some money, you're up and down, you're figuring out trading. And I'm like, babe, what should I do? And she said, well, what do the big traders use? I'm like, they all use this data. And she's like, then you should get the data. But then everyone's like, well, I'm not profitable yet. I don't want to spend it if I'm not profitable. And that is the dilemma in trading. You know what I mean? People just kind of like, they're not sure what to do. My thing is this, I'm going to go all in and find out if it works. You know what I mean? There are ways to do it for free. Like you can go to all different places. Look, this is further to the downside. And the idea is you're about to lose the 200 SMA on the 15. If you do that, right? You're going further to the downside. And now look, this is a rising wedge that fell to the downside. I would take the base of this, the base of the rising wedge, and it's falling down, right? And there you have it. I'm telling you, they love to dump Bitcoin because they know there's no one here to buy it up the price. There's some weird manipulative bot right now that's doing everything to the price action. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of what happens. It's just what happens. It's what they do. You have to understand this. Everyone is busy with their family. They're going to dump it behind your back. It's just such a shady thing. But I've seen it so many times. I even told my wife, they're going to dump the price of Bitcoin on Thanksgiving. All right? What I like about it is I told you to be wary of the short, and I told you exactly how to play the short if it happened. I've been watching for 6 months. Finally, I had my aha moment and made $10,000 in one day because I know how price action works and I know all my levels. Thank you, Lifer. Unbelievable, man. You made $10,000 in one day, dude, from what he learned from me. Look, that changes life. That's life-changing wealth. You make $10,000 in one day, even if you did it once or twice or 3 times in your life, that's still an extra 30 grand you never thought possible in your life, right? So shout out to you, man. You did it. I gave you the education, but you took charge. You decided to find the person with the good info, and you got it. Hey, you're doing it. You're doing it. 5 more minutes to opt in, everybody. 5 more minutes to opt in. Jump on in today, and then the regular Black Friday sale begins, and you will not be able to get the beginning discount. Jump on in today right now to the link to join the newsletter. I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you how to do it one more time. One last time here. Scarcity, man. Scarcity. So right here, you would hit this link, join the newsletter, hit the opt-in button, agree, subscribe. You're going to get an email that only the early birds are going to get. All right? You want to jump on in today. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be amazing. So remember, don't forget, when you get there, just kind of click on it. Then you'll have to click here again and then put the codes in at the right time to get the discounts. Additional discount to anyone that joins my newsletter, because I believe if you're loyal to me, I'm going to be even more loyal to you and give you something back. I love giving back. If you go like you're coming to my live stream, I'm giving it back to you. Free information because you decided to build my channel and help me grow. You know what I mean? Nothing is free in this life. So now look, they're going to play with this 15-minute 200 SMA now. And they're going to continue to press the price to the downside. And shout out to my lifers that are in a short right now, just banging on them. Because you knew once we lost this 200 SMA on the 7 that we were likely going to fall further to the downside. And there you have it. Not the easiest way to, it's not perfect, but there you go. There you go. And now we're likely going further to the downside as well. And that's just what happens. Let's kind of look at our big picture. What I'm going to do is hide all this awesome stuff. And I'll show you how to do that. You'll highlight the first one, scroll all the way down, hit shift, right click, create a group, right? And then you can get rid of the group, and it will get rid of everything that you've put on the chart before, and we can start freshly to deathly. So look, I see 2 things happening right now, right off the bat on the 7-minute. You can almost say like we're in something like this, right? And coming back down here won't be the worst, and we could bounce. So that's just something to think about, just put things in perspective. And then also we have this previous resistance that could hold this support as well, all right? So I just wanted to kind of break that down. But what I do is I get rid of the moving averages for a second, and I'm going to look at the weekly time frame, and we're going to do our top-down analysis like I do every single day. I also want to look at the DXY and see what it's doing and kind of where we left off yesterday and reassess the situation, right? Shout out to everyone with their family. You know what? Who cares what Bitcoin's doing? Some days you have to just let go and be with your family. And that's what I'm going to do. At the end of the stream, I'm going to let go and be with my family. I'm going to put my phone down. I'm going to hide it somewhere, and I'm going to just hang out. I'm going to be an uncle to my nephew and my niece. I'm going to be a dad to my daughters. I'm going to be a husband to my wife. I'm going to be a son to my mom. Right? I'm going to be a brother to my sisters. Like, I have so many people to be. I got to be an uncle today. I got to be a father. I got to be a son. I got to be a brother. Right? Again, right? So how do you be all those things if you don't know what you are? I don't know, right? But I know what I am, right? So that's the key. I am what I am, man. Yahweh, bro. Yahweh. Shout out to God for making this day absolutely beautiful and special. Super appreciative to be with God every single day and to really have that blessing to know that God loves me. God loves you too. And God wants you to have an amazing life and go after your dreams. The devil wants you to be sad, in despair. He wants you to yell at your kids. He wants you to be negative. He wants you to be hasty. Remember, whenever you're hasty, moving fast, yelling fast, screaming at someone because they're not doing something when you want it done, that's the devil. The devil works in haste. The devil creates pain. All right? But whenever you're in a great mood, things are going well, and you're chilling, all right? That's when Voda MX with airdrops. Oh, yeah, wow. But yeah, God wants you to be in a calm mood, handling things the proper way, right? So look, the weekly is starting to be bearish, and we talked about it. Previous resistance, and now we have 3 wicks. However, we did get some buy-ups to the upside too. So you can see like almost a bullish hammer in a way, because it's been pushed up to the up. That is a bullish hammer there, secondary bullish hammer. But we have a swing failure pattern. If you know your SMC concepts, smart money, and you're an ICT guy, that is definitely a swing failure right now. We're having trouble. This candle will have to break through this candle in the middle here. And even this one, to me, you already had a swing failure with this one being higher. But you never know. We did close a candle above that one. You got to give that some props. But we're getting overbought on the weekly. The MACD is getting extended, and it doesn't look absolutely amazing. I've told everyone in my trading group, though, unless we lose the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart, all right, and unless we break below this trend line right here, you have to expect that we will stay bullish. Also, the 5-day is now about to close a green candle. Really nice. So as everyone's bugging out on the small time frames, I just want to reassess the situation, give you a deep breath, and tell you, as long as this flag stays in a flag, and we could make a bull pennant or some type of ascending triangle here, our measured move takes us all the way to 49,452, almost to 50K. All right, that looks like it could get there somewhere by March. So I'm just, I got to put this out there. So everyone's going to be bearish on you, tell you all this crazy stuff. And look, eventually, you need the 200 to curve down, and you need the red 50 to come, and then you're going to get the golden cross on the 5-day. When you get a golden cross on the 5-day, oh my gosh, I'm telling you right now, that's when you want to like have a party and bug out. Like right here, we couldn't. If this came, we have to go to the all-time history index for a second. I like what I'm seeing for injective protocol inside a beautiful flag. I would use these dips to buy coins that really appreciate it. Just kind of give you like something to think about. Injective is hot right now. This thing could continue to moon. I put an alert right here and right click it. Something I may buy later on today. And even though I'm supposed to be trading, but I'll eat my family chicken. I might just bounce into a room for a second and grab up some injective protocol. So acquire. Look at this beautiful flag to the upside. Acquire bang. Then it made another flag here and continued. I call these ascending cup and handles, meaning the right side of the handle is higher than the other side, right? See this? Ascending cup and handles. They tend to break out too. The length of the pole, like here, same idea though. Unicorns, I call them. They're like, look, they almost look like, I used to call these like the horse pattern, right? Because you could draw a leg, give it a little tail right there. See the little tail? Give it some ears, and you got yourself a horse. You know what I mean? Nay. Little rocking horse for the kids there. You know what I mean? Anyway, remember the camel pattern? If you remember, I used to trade the camel pattern. The camel used to spit out. So funny, man. We used to do so many things in the trading group that we haven't done in a while, man. But my trading style has evolved. It has evolved. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody. Lifer, love to all the lifers out there. Shout out to Sean. God bless you, Sean, for the first super chat ever, man. Thank you so much. And is that my buddy, Sean? It is, baby. I love you, Sean. Thank you for everything, man. You didn't have to do that. May God bless you so much, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. And, man, what a blessing you are, brother. Thank you so much for doing that. First super chat ever on the channel through that account. God bless you. I got about 25 projects I believe in DCA, and whichever one is down most for the day has worked beautifully for the last year and a half. I like that. Jason. Hey, and I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But you're the man. That is a llama camel pattern. Yeah. For sure. Happy Turkey Day. May God bless you and your family. Hex looking good. Shout out to Crypto Plumber in the house. Hex is just beat to the ground, but I was expecting some type of move further to the upside over time. All right. Wow. And anyway, do you see what happened when that car went over in the border? The news said that it was just a regular guy that was going to the casino. Other people say it was something else. I don't know. There's a bunch of back and forth on it. I did notice it. You never know. I don't try to feed into too much. I stay focused, man. Can you look at the XRP? Looks like it just broke out of the descending wedge. You definitely have grown over the years. You started using a 3-day and then the 5-day. Changed my life. Amen. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. TA for Tara. Yeah, I think I started using the 3-day chart like 2.5, 3 years ago. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know a lot of stuff, and then once you know a lot of stuff in smaller time frames, you can begin to bring that onto bigger time frames. And it's amazing once you see the charts openly in a larger format. It really will change your life. Like, you'll start to see things you never thought possible. You know what I mean? What will Bitcoin levels this week? What are you most thankful for, Sam? What am I most thankful for? My connection to God. Because through everything, my connection to God is better. So like through my connection to God, I treat my wife better. Through my connection to God, I'm better with my kids. Through my connection to God, I'm better to myself, and I'm better to each and every one of you. So I close my eyes and I truly ask myself, what am I grateful for? My connection to God. I pray to God for any ups and downs that I have in my life. I always think, anytime I'm struggling, I get on my hands and knees. Anytime something great happens to me, I get on my hands and knees and I say, thank you, dear Lord, for everything in which you've given me. And, my ability to also be free with God, I'm very thankful for that too, to be publicly open about my relationship with God. I'm very open about that. Ever since I've been open about my relationship with God, so much in my life has gone the right way. I used to be afraid to be open about my relationship with God. Like I would be on the live stream and I'd mention God a little bit and I'd be like, oh man, I probably just lost a bunch of people. Then I sat down with my team and they said, maybe those are the people that you don't want to be around. Not to be rude. And I said, wow. And, I was thinking the other day, my elites, all my elites, and specifically my man, Stack McChain, Sean, David Kendall, when they talk to me and they reach out to me, they're like, man, may God bless you, brother. And I know they have a deep connection with God. Stack's like, you will always be in a good place with the Most High and with me, man. And, that really keeps my group strong because everyone around me has a deep connection with God. So that means they have a moral standpoint, discipline, focus, good energy. So Sam got me closer to God every single day. God bless you, man. Is Bitcoin going to 35,000 again? Please tell us. We're going to talk about it. Honestly, it's not that bearish. It really isn't. As long as the 5-day can stay, and that is the opt-out, right? They cannot opt in anymore. Am I correct, Jamie? Is that it? Is that it? No more early bird, right? No more early bird style to opt in. Is that correct? I just want to make sure. I don't want to make the call. It is over, everyone. You cannot jump in anymore. You had your chance to opt in to the newsletter to get the early bird. Now, still jump into the newsletter and opt in, please, because this won't be the last time we hook you up with something cool. You know what I mean? And companies hit me up all the time. TradingView will hit me up, or you never know who will hit me up and say, hey, I love your community. We'd like to take advantage of what you've built, which is smart of them. We'd like to give a discount to your community. So because of who I am, trust me, you want to opt in. Bang, bang, bang. The normal the sale starts after midnight tonight to jump into Black Friday. So you got the deal already. Who here got the deal already and got in early and made it happen for themselves and is already about to jump in and do something amazing? All right. PYTH to $4. Hold on tight. I like PYTH. I'm hanging on in there. Looking sharp, Sammy. My man. Shout out to Bobby Carter in the house. Bro is speaking truth. Love it. Great motivator. Yeah, so someone asked me what I'm most thankful for. My connection to God. It was never this strong. It's stronger every single day. Sammy, I can't tell you how much you have changed my relationship with God. Amen, man. This is more than a trading group. This guy. Didn't have time yesterday, but could you do a chart analysis on Dark Shield Games? Invested yesterday. Couldn't figure it out, unfortunately. No codes after I opted in. Wow, that's kind of sad, man. I am an infant in the life of fam and learning so much from you, Sam. Want to let you know how grateful I am. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family for giving so much love. God blessings and graces. Amen. Amen. About to grab the deal. Lifer, happy holidays to you and yours. Already opted in for the early bird. Kind of help align the early bird. Went to the site and entered the code some time ago. God bless you, man. Bang, bang, bang. Just got the email. I'm jumping in the 99. My man. Didn't get my newsletter today. Oh, no. Blessings to all. I'll screenshot it. Maybe I just missed it, bro. I could have messed up. Amen. Thanks, Jamie. Will do. After hours investing, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, you've been a long-term helper of our trading group too, man. We'd like to, hook you up for being such a great guy. I don't believe in God because, in my opinion, it's also fine to be the light that illuminates the world that is so dark. I don't believe in God because, in my opinion, my God is love. Honestly, as long as you're spreading love, light, and positivity, I'm cool with it, man. I'm never going to ever judge someone else's connection to reality. You're on your own path. I'm on my own path. All I do is express my path. I'm not saying it has to be yours, but I will tell you when I made a deep connection with a higher power, with an essence of life, I call it the essence of life, the mathematical essence of life, things began to change for me. They really did. And they were never the same after that. Shout out to the 800 beautiful souls on the live, 339 people, 800 people still coming. It shows that we created such a movement. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas. It doesn't matter what day it is. Bang, bang, bang. So shout out to everyone that did opt in. We really appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Code is for Black Friday, babe. ICP 1 hour Stokes RSI turning up. Can you teach the Bollinger Bands? They're not that, they're basically very similar. How do I use the moving averages? Whenever they're far apart, you want to basically get towards the end. Whenever they get close, you want to get out. I'll show you the Bollinger Bands right now. They're very simple and easy to use. I don't use them because I use moving averages, and moving averages are great. 37,100 Bitcoin bouncing back up, bear trapping, and we're going to talk about that. Let me get back to the assessment. So the 5-day chart looking super bullish, in my humble opinion. Everything looking great. We came to test the 200 SMA. We bounced away from it. As long as we stay away, and look, I'm drawing the front run of the Golden Cross. Now that's probably 2-3 weeks away. It will take us some time, maybe even 20 days, maybe even 30, something like that. It could be 5 or 6 candles till we get that close. But I can see things way before everyone else. I've been doing this for such a long time, and I have like a photographic, preemptive mind that can really build. And I can see this stuff. You know, there's a skill to it. It's more than just the charting. There definitely is a skill to it. But over time, I believe you can get as good as me if you just keep pushing every single day. So look, the 3-day chart, see how it's getting this bend? Looks like it's going to come up for one more big pump to the upside. You know, they may change the story today, but right now, even on the 3-day chart, look at this. The 3-day chart is in this beautiful little flag. So let's talk about the 3-day chart, which is actually starting to kind of get pretty bullish. The fact that the 3 days getting closer and closer to the 21-day moving average tells me that it's getting closer and closer to a bigger move. The lowest I feel like we could go here is about 36,300, you know, and we can still maintain this pattern. What I love about it is it has a beautiful little pole here. And that could break us all the way to this target here at 49,000. It's not that far away as people think. You know what I mean? Abdominal Bread Man, Spaghetti Ragged Eddie, my man, we love you so much. Thank you for being here. Lifer Family Thanksgiving. Love you, Sammy. I love you more than you would ever know. All the people that stuck with me through the hard times, you know who you are. It was a year ago when we had the diaspora and I got backstabbed. I won't talk about it anymore, but God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And, you know, I give and give and give. Some people are going to take and take. Are you a maker or a taker? That's the question. And you know what? Whoever took, they never got what I made. You know what I mean? And that's a sad thing because I'm building something so beautiful. I would never want to be locked out of the lifer community. That would be the last thing I would ever want. But hey, God bless you, Abdominal. You mean the world to me, man. I really appreciate it. Another year, Sammy. Happy Thanksgiving. Much, brother. Yeah, and another whole entire year, man. Nothing happened then. Don't worry about it. Let's stay positive. You don't have to think about it. You weren't a part of it. Don't even just let it fly, man. Yeah, like I'm going to sit here and air dirty laundry. I shouldn't even mention it. Jan Leonard, it does you nothing to know. Trust me. All you want to know is how blessed you could be to continue to grow with me. That's all. Anyway, I'm looking for the 3-day chart to get a nice move to the upside here as long as we stay inside this flag. So the 3-day chart, looking good to me. The 5-day chart, looking good to me. And I'm never going to change. Like, I'll talk about the 5 days staying above the 200. The second we go below that yellow line, you're going to see me say, hey, now we're going to come down here. We're going to have to test this point of control. And then I'm going to change to probably a $27,000, $28,000 Bitcoin. I'm going to be able to give it to you exactly how you need it. I'm telling you right now. Let's move on into the daily time frame. And the daily looking absolutely beautiful. Again, inside of a bull flag. Like, you know, inside some ascending triangle. Like, I like what I'm seeing here for the daily. It's going sideways in a beautiful way. Yes, you could say shoulder, head, right shoulder. I get it. It's not perfect. Triple top, all that craziness. But we're still very oversold. All right. We almost have a hidden bullish. That's a swing up. It is a hidden bullish. This low to that low is an uptrend. But it's a downtrend here on the RSI. That is a slight hidden bullish, no matter how you want to put it. That has some hidden bullish vibes for me, for sure, on the daily, which tells me that we'll make a high above the high inside the divergence, which is actually this high here. Now, if we can't get back above these two areas, expect more downside for sure. Like, we have to get back above 37,400 and then get back above 37, we'll call it 38K on the wick, but 38K, we must break back above 38K to remain bullish. This doesn't look amazing. You know, but again, we have to lose the 200 SMA, close the candle down here, then we'll come to the 50, then we could come to the 200 SMA. What will happen first is you'll lose the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Another thing is the 4-hour is in a beautiful, look at this. Look at this. The 4-hour is in basically what I call an ascending triangle. I mean, the 4-hour looks lovely right now. That's not bad at all. That's consolidation. You could even say you broke, yeah, I kind of like the fact that you broke out of the pattern and broke back inside. See this? And again, when you begin, you must just make all your patterns aligned with the candle bodies. But once you get more and more assessed and you start to see more and more price action, and look at this, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind that I just saw that I haven't seen before. Shoulder, head. We're making the right shoulder for a massive move to the upside. As long as we stay above this high here, these resistances. So now let's break down 4-hour time frame. So we got this point of control, right? And I'd like to see if we bounce off 36,650. So that would be the lowest I would see we go, and I wouldn't stress. Now, if we lose this trend line and we bearishly retest, I would start to get into a short, all right? And then the short would come down at least to the 200. Then we lose that, we're coming to the point of control. Then we lose that, we're coming here. And that, look, it could be a Barnes-Simpson pattern that breaks you down. I'm open-minded to both things, but right now I'm leaning more bullish because the daily, the 3-day, and the 5-day haven't broken these key significant areas that everyone keep, big time Sammy Cup and Handy on the daily with bullish div. You kind of call this a cup and handle, right? Or you call this, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's go to the daily for a second. I don't see the cup and handle you see, honestly, at all. Maybe on the 4-hour I see a cup and handle, but I see this as a cup and that a handle, right? And remember, inverted head and shoulders are basically just more rigid. They have a cup and handle usually on the right side of them. There's a lot of patterns inside of patterns. That's what I started seeing. I started being like, oh my gosh. But look, that's definitely the beginning of an inverted head and shoulder. I've seen it many times. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. The neckline to the head is going to be your measured move. Then you're going to swing that. That tells me that the 4 hours getting ready for in the next 20 to 16 hours, probably tomorrow, to make the right shoulder and move to the upside. Again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. And if we lose this trend line, we're coming down to the 200. We don't want to lose the 1 hour 200 SMA. This is the key. Right now, we're bouncing off the 1 hour 200 SMA. Price action did not want to lose it yet. That's a very, very good sign that we could still make our move back to the upside. We could still be inside a pattern that matters. All right. So we lose the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. You're very likely to go to the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. Just like earlier today, we lost the 200 SMA on the 7. You are very likely to go to the 200 SMA on the 15. Same exact concept. You get just 2 different time frames. I do so many cool things that'll change the way you look at price action. You'll be like, wait, huh? But once you stick with me, and again, everyone else does a lot of traditional stuff, and they are unique, but I feel like I'm one of the most unique technical analysts because I've watched so much technical analysis, and I do things so strangely different. Look, that's a swing up to swing up. That's a swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that we're going to make a high above this high. I like that. We'll also reassess the situation here on a wick on the Fibonacci. And look, a lot of times you're going to come into the golden pocket. We could even come up here to this. Let me get rid of the moving averages. I want to see my candle bodies perfectly. And so I like to take this from impulse. You know what I mean? And to me, the impulse was right there. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Impulse right there. We started a new impulse right here to the upside. I mean, you're coming down to that local area of the 706, the golden pocket, and the 786 retracement. Even if we come down a little lower and we hit the 786, but look at that 15-minute just bounced up huge. They just liquidated shorts. Liquidated shorts. I love that guy's name. There's a guy on our channel, Liquidated Shorts, right? And it was a very small liquidation, as you can see here on the 15. No, there it is right there. So this was the liquidation. See that 15-minute popped up? They liquidated $60,000, $70,000, about $130,000 worth of shorts right there, got liquidated. And we have 4 and 11 accounts have lost their entire account. They're off the map, right? They didn't realize, boom, we got the move back to the upside. We got saved by the 200 SMA on the 15-minute time frame. I mean, isn't that uncanny? And again, once I'm done with you, you're going to understand. So once I'm done with you, you're going to understand so much about how the 200 SMA works with price action. You're going to be able to long above it, short below it, and use it as support and resistance. It'll blow your mind. This was a cat ears pattern. Let me talk about cat ears and trading. Who here has seen cat ears? Who has no idea what cat ears is and thinks I'm out of my mind? Every day if you come here, you're going to learn something from me. I love to teach. And that's another thing. People say take a day off. Take a day off from trading? Take a day off from teaching other people? I don't know, man. I love to teach. So this is the cat ears pattern. You see it there? Cat ears right there. Cat ears right here. Cat ears right there. Right? It's cat ears. And you can clearly see that Bitcoin made cat ears right there, right off the bat. Cat ears, I've only known cat ears for maybe 2 years, right? But that was a cat ear pattern to the downside. It's exactly what, look, it's a beautiful little cat. I'm in a funny mood today. And then give him a little tongue, right? There you go, all right? Little cat ears pattern. Those are whiskers and dots, all right? I know I'm perfect, all right? Bang. All right. Looking sharp, Sammy. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it, man. Do you own area? No, I do not own any area. Very nice. Yes, sir. That is cat ears. So if you understand what cat ears are, you're ready to go. Get assessed. Get ready. It's awesome. 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 All right. Okay. Moving forward. All right. Whisker pattern. Now people will always see it. Yep. So right now we're looking for the bounce back to the upside here. And again, it's this bigger pattern at play. So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame in my assessment. So I see us making this beautiful, what's called an ascending triangle, right? And until we break this trend line, until we break the 100, 200 SMA, we're still pretty bullish. And I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder there too as well. So not all bearish. And then we saw the hidden bullish divergence on the 1-hour time frame because, or was it the 15? Yeah, the 15, right? Yeah, the 15-minute has hidden bullish divergence. You're swinging down while you're swinging up. I would expect a bounce now back to the top of the pattern. So let's take a look at kind of what's happening. We could be in this broadening falling wedge, right? Which I've seen many times. A descending broadening channel, up, down, up, down. So I see a move back to the top of the pattern here, like they're going to go get the shorts. They got a lot of people with, at their family hanging out next, oh my God, Bitcoin, and they started shorting, then they got liquidated. If you didn't know exactly what to do, you got to take profits when you hit the 15-200 SMA. I mean, that's what I would be doing. All right. The annual discount is pretty amazing. Jump on in, man. I'm telling you, whoever opted in, you got an amazing discount on that annual. Like, it'll never be that expensive, it will never be that less expensive again. Like, that is the best you can get it. I believe that's the best you can get this education anywhere online. From a dedicated individual that never stops, that has so many tips and tricks and things to teach you. And I'm dedicated. So, once you're dedicated to a craft, you're going to know you're going to be one of the best at it. If you do it every single day, you're going to be one of the best at it. That's just how it is. So I see a move back to the top of the channel right now. I see the 15-minute pushing us up. And again, let's see if we can get back above the support or resistance lines that matter. All right. So not perfect, but remember, the 4 hours in this ascending triangle, and it will change because the wicks change on different time frames. I just want you to understand that. Now you have to get back above the 200 SMA on the 7. All right, that's your first step, your first stop. And look, we have the ability to do so. Somewhat of a shoulder, a head. Can we make a right shoulder and get us back above this yellow line? This is what we're looking for. Now, if we don't, we're going to continue to dump. Now, if we lose this trend, we're dropping down here. All right. And that was the gap in the VRVP that was likely to be filled as well. All right. Here for just a bit. Stepped away from everything. God bless you. God bless us. Health and safety to all with love. Amen. Am I saying meow? Did I look like a cat to you? Meow. I'm going to have to write you up a warning. Shout out to Bitcoin Jim. We love you, man. Thank you for being here. And we have a lot of super chats jumping on in right now. So Bitcoin, I'm looking for this to move back to the upside. That's what I'm looking at. I show you my bigger, my smaller, and my other time frames. How would I assess the situation today? Well, again, it's a lot of work. Bitcoin's tough today. There's a lot more going on than people realize. I wouldn't trade this at all today. I'd wait for more consolidation on a bigger time frame and swing trade the 4 hour. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm not going too crazy here. What I do want to see is I just want to see us bounce back to the top. And I would love it if we can take out cat ears and get back to the upside here. We don't want to see the 50 cross below the 200. We don't want to see the 200 cross above the 50. That would be a bearish cross on the 1 hour time frame, right? But definitely oversold with higher lows. And again, even on top of this idea, like I see this in its own little symmetrical triangle here. So I would watch this too. I would watch how this pattern plays out. Up, down, up, down. It will start get tighter inside the zone. All right. And I know I just sent you a bunch of patterns, but trading is just like playing chess. You don't know what the person you're against is going to do. So you have to make a bunch of different moves. And that's what I try to push you to do. And here's my other idea. There's that falling wedge that they break out, but they broke back inside. Right? And so you're looking for this flag here to break back to the upside. Take out this high and get a measured move all the way to 38,300. I am more bullish than bearish today. They got the shorts already, so they got the liquidity to the upside that they can grab. They kind of made it the way they wanted it. But again, it's one step at a time, everybody. It's one step at a time. But I'll be watching this 1 hour and then seeing how that fits into the bigger idea here on the 4-hour time frame. And you don't want to lose you want to get back above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame too. So you're going to watch smaller time frames for a move back above the 200, right? We're now on the 1-minute chart, and that's a shoulder head and a right shoulder likely to pump. Let's turn this on. So right now you're at the precipice, and look, there's my strategy right there. I didn't get a chance to show it to you, but you get the divergence, you get pulled away from the 21, and you pump back up to the 200. There it is, man. There's what we go after almost every single day. Bang, bang, bang. Once you learn this, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. And let me teach you what this is, all right? Let me teach you what this is. I see a Livermore cylinder on the weekly with a cylinder on the daily. Inside that, thoughts? Yeah, we already talked about that many times. You must be new to my channel because I talk about it every day. I don't get annoyed. I guess I shouldn't be so annoyed, but I guess because I'm so obsessive compulsive and I show all the charts, when someone says something that I've already talked about for weeks, I'm always like, yeah, I've gone over that. I should be nicer about it though. You know what I mean? I should be like, yeah, no, for sure. Thank you for giving us that awesome data. But I'm always like, I kind of talked about it already for like days. You know what I mean? I don't know. But again, you're spot on. I like that you see what I see, right? So spot on, man. Spot on. And I've done this live in the stream many times too, this exact pattern, you know? And you'll get like 5 or 10 of these a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but you'll get a lot of these. And this plays out over and over and over again. Every single time. It just keeps happening, right? Thank you, dear Lord, for having the internet work beautifully. It's such a blessing for me and my family, so I'm not like freaked out all the time and have anxiety. My whole family can relax. I can relax. I really appreciate every time I go to a new location and the internet works swimmingly well. I did make sure I was behind the router, which is right there behind me, you know. I'm in the master suite, literally, right now. If you guys can believe it, I'm in the master suite walk-in closet. I know you don't believe me. That's how big this master suite is. I'm in the walk-in closet to the master suite. Insane. If you want to check out the place, go to my Twitter account and take a look at the place I'm staying at. It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. So we want to see the 1 hour get back above the 200. Then we're going to see the 5-minute get back above the 200. Then we're going to see the 7-minute get back above the 200. And that's how we know we're going to be able to get move further to the upside for the day. All right. So I'd watch this inverted headed shoulder just to begin the sauce. If we can't get out of this one, then how are we going to get to the next level, right? And you can see this is kind of a shoulder, a cup and a handle too inside. But the idea is we find the dump, we call the divergence out on BOOKMAP. You'll see the liquidations occur, which was right about there. This was the liquidation area. And I teach my students too how to use divergences with liquidation. So you'll see this, you'll see that. All right, this is the same as that. That's the low, that's the secondary low, that's the low, that's the secondary low, and then you'll get a heavy liquidation. Once the liquidation occurs, you'll bounce back to the upside. So once I see the liquidation with the divergence, I front run the idea that we're making a shoulder and right shoulder and a head like I do a left shoulder and a head. And then I get in somewhere around here and ride it up to the 200 SMA. Once I get there, 70% of the position is sold, or sometimes all, depending. And then if we can get back above, I let it run. If not, and this is called the dinero banger. Over and over and over again, this plays out over and over and over again. I'll call it and again, how you identify it is the 21 gets pulled away. And again, I teach my students how to short any market in the world. Like, I'm going to teach you something really amazing. You had bearish divergence, you get away from the 21, you're going to dump back to the 200 SMA, right? Watch this. Remember when I assessed BLZ a long time ago, and I told you it was likely going down, right? And I called it out on the 3-day chart. This is the same. See, every strategy is the same, and people don't realize it. That's the key. So look, when BLZ got really high up here, all right, let me show you. It got super out of control. Use like the daily time frame. It's even happening right now on that time frame, right? So here it is. It got really high, out of control. What did I find? I find bearish div. These two swings to the swing up, but this swings down on the RSI. And then price gets away from the 21, and then it comes down and dumps to the 200 SMA. If it gets above it, it runs even more. Flip this upside down. This is the money printer strategy I just showed you on Bitcoin on the 1-minute time frame. All right, if this doesn't blow your mind, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down right now, so I can teach you how to long or short any market. I can teach you how to sell basically close to the top and buy close to the bottom. on almost any time frame. And then it all comes to traditional TA2. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. But this is upside down for BLZ. I knew that was the place to take some profit. It was 90% that we were going to have a retracement back to the downside. This is this. Look, see, this is this. You see? And they're both inverted. Look how close. They run the same exact algorithm. I figured it out, everyone. I found their algorithm. I know what they're doing. All right? It took me years of just sitting here in front of the screen until my brain put it together. I shouldn't even show this. I think people will probably be pretty pissed at me for doing this because I've isolated space and time, right, for millions of people to see. Most people would never have seen this, all right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Sammy, what's your price target for ADA that you'll be selling? Somewhere around $5. You know what I mean? You're such a blessing, Sam. Love you lots. Thank you. Shout out to Kyle Vero in the house. Awesome explanation. Years and years of experience on display here. It really took me a long time to do this. It took me a long time to figure this out. But that is this. And that's why I'm always flipping the chart upside down, because I can see it both ways. That's when you take profit. That's where you likely want to start somewhat of a long. Now, if we can get back above the 200 SMA, we're going to be good to go. So that's what we're looking for now. And I can see how price action likes to build its way up and how it builds its way down. All right? I realize now that I have a dirty mind. Yes, you do. And you need to clean it up. I'm just messing. Hey, Sammy, would you buy Casper here? I have so much Casper at this point, you know, because I was inverted. I just watched Interstellar. I love that movie, man. Funny, I might watch that movie tonight. The other day, I wanted to watch that movie again. I love that movie. It's like you know me like the back of my mind. I also Contact with Jodie Foster, which also has the same guy, Matthew McConaughey. You think it's like something going on with that dude too, right? If you think about it. He's like some type of light guy. There's something going on with that guy. He's like a spiritual healer or something, man. I think he's an interesting guy. I definitely would love to meet Matthew McConaughey, man. See, I drive my Lincoln C's. Something about Lincolns. Town cars. I get into Lincolns, and I like the way they drive. Oh, man. So, look, Zigcoin, someone asked me about it yesterday, remember? Still hanging out. And I put an alert on it. Looking interesting to me. I would just flag it out. And if Bitcoin can stay pretty sideways, a lot of these things will probably continue to the upside. So you look at something like this. Wait for it to consolidate. You don't have to know everything. You just have to know the setup that you like. Set it up and wait for price action to get into it. If it doesn't go into it, don't take the trade. If it like, for instance, this dump's fine. I don't care. Like, we know it could be making a right shoulder here and dumping back down. Definitely possible. There's bearish divergence right here. Technically, that is the strategy that I just showed you upside down. You should bounce back to the 200 SMA, so you technically should come down here. However, nothing is should. Price action can do whatever it wants. If this, and that's why I project. If this projects and I hit my alert, then all that's off the table and I take the long. If not, then I make the right shoulder and I take the short. But I'm ready for both situations and I can see what's going to happen before it happens both times. I just need to pick. So it's like putting a car. It's coming. And you immediately, like a mile away from the car, you make a fork in the road. And you know the car's going to have to go either way. And then you're like, if it goes right, and you want to ambush someone. Just say you want to ambush someone, you know, I guess, or I don't know. I don't want to make the best. I'm trying to talk like figuratively. But so you draw the V, and you're like, if the car goes this way, we're going to run it off the road to this side, and we're going to take all the gold, you know. Or you know, a horse and buggy in the 1800s. If it goes to the right, we're going to hit it with a rod. You know what I mean? You have a plan for each thing, you know. Matthew McConaughey doing a lot of AI commercials. Interesting. Just amazing. Starting using your strategy each day and it gets more clear. Thank you, sir. Amen. Hey, Sam, awesome job in that one movie with Lady Gaga. Hey, Sam, awesome job in that one movie with Lady Gaga. Thanks, man. How did you know I was in that movie? Now, if only we had 3 bullish chart patterns to focus on, which 3 would you focus on? I mean, I focus on the falling wedge and the cup and handle. I kind of already do that. You know what I mean? 3 is the inverted head and shoulder, the cup and handle, falling wedge, and bull pennants, man. Those 3 made me so much money in my life. I really wouldn't need anything else, man. What time frames are the most important to watch out for gold cross? Watch out for gold cross, death cross, gold 1 day, death cross in the 4 hour. You don't really want to stress a 4 hour death cross if you see bigger time frame moving. All right, let's take a look at gold for you real quick because I'm interested. Even though I don't think you super chatted it, but I'll take a look. Turkey ham or prime rib for Thanksgiving? Always turkey, man. Always turkey. I think we've done lobsters before. That's a New England thing, but usually lobsters for Christmas. You know, usually lobsters for Christmas. Look, speaking of BLZ, I see a big move coming for this thing. It's only a matter of time. This thing's hot. And I remember I was into this coin when it was 2 cents. Like 2 years ago, I knew about this coin. And look, it did get all the way down to 4 cents. It's now up 6x and a quarter, 6.25x already. I'm looking for it to come to the golden pocket, and then I'm thinking of entering it for a double up to 42. Again, I put an alert right here. I don't have to think or look at every single thing. The alerts will tell me what's likely going to happen. Also, I posted some juicy charts in the trading group last night before I went to bed at 1 in the morning. A lot of those are still ready to go, still doing their thing. So I want you guys to really like hone in on that stuff and pay attention to what's going on. Joystream continued to pump. Let's talk about my baby Joystream. I'm the Joystream jet setter. I'm the GFL general. I'm the Caspa king. All right. I've done it all, baby. I've done it all. All right. And I'm the XNA Xerxes. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, Gina. Gina Balbina, it's been too long. God bless you for jumping on in. We love you. I know you've been working hard. I know you have a different schedule. My wife brought you up the other day. What happened to Gina? I said, yeah, she's out there. She's doing a thing. We love you, Gina. We appreciate you. We know it's not easy out there, and I'm always here for you whenever you want to jump on into the live. We're here. Axelar, something that I talked about last night. Things is getting a golden cross right now. Super bullish on the daily. This thing has just continued to moon. Something's up with it. We talked about it when we first went over it. Look at that thing straight up in 3 days. It went all the way from 39 cents to 70 cents really fast. Look at the Adam and Eve double bottom that it broke out of. I think it was WAXL. For some reason, it has a different ticker on KuCoin and MEXC than it does on Coinbase, which I don't know why, but it's the same coin. You know, you can see there it is. And it was the Adam and Eve double bottom to the upside. 3 days getting a little high, but look at that thing, 76%. And I went over it. I talked about it. I said, I really like this coin. All right. Let's take a look at PYTH. PYTH is hot. You know, PYTH says it could be the new link. PYTH could be the new chain link and really do some damage. You saw me buy PYTH on the live stream yesterday. Okay. Yesterday. And let's talk about PYTH. So I put it in this flag. I got in right here. I'm in the money already, right? I'm clearly in the money. Maybe not tons of money, but I'm in about 17% gains. I showed you how to make 17% gains overnight. I put my money where my mouth was yesterday. I'm up in PYTH right now, right? The thing about me too is my wife said I'm willing to take a shot. The other day she was assessing me and she's like, you know, a lot of people learn information, but they don't do anything with it. She's like, when you learn something, you do something with it, you know? Like XNA, I had a guy that put it on my radar. I reassessed it, right? I didn't buy because he told me to buy. I did my own research. I went over the facts. It made sense to me. I had a plan. I had a system. I put it into play. It played out, right? So the idea is to not live in fear. And again, I don't live in fear because I believe in God. And God made me a beautiful being. What am I afraid of? You get it? What am I afraid of if I'm such a beautiful being? What am I afraid of if I'm supernaturally made by a supernatural power? Think about it. They try to downplay you. They want you to be in fear. Governments try to hurt you and make you think you can't. They try to break you down for whatever reason, you know? Look at all the fear-mongering they did the last 3 years here. I never thought I would see that here in America. You do this or we're going to do this to you. Like, that's just like, that's not the American way. The Constitution really provided protections against that type of behavior. And, you know, I'm a libertarian when it comes to that Constitution. I really am, you know? And I think if I ever ran for office, I would definitely run as an independent. You know what I mean? Ada looking very bullish on the 1 hour. Yeah. Abundance, man. Abundance. I like what I'm seeing for PYTH. And PYTH is going to be probably up at 71 cents not too long from now. I do own this coin. All right. So I'll disclose that. I bought it on the live stream in front of each and every one of you. I'm taking a shot at some new tech. And again, PYTH kept coming at me. Kept coming. All right. I like what PYTH's about to do. I'd set an alert right here for PYTH. And again, we don't miss, man. If there's a new coin, there's going to be a new coin every week, everyone, that nobody knows about. We're going to find them. We're going to know about them. Just in the last few weeks alone, we got so many new coins that nobody knew about, and we made massive gains. All right. Understanding these concepts that I teach, whether you take my 1 minute bounce strategy, whether you play my cup and handles, whether you use the Adam and Eve double bottom, whether you learn how I learn and find coins through DeFi and understand how the DeFi system works. I'm a DeFi guy. A lot of these people just know how to trade. I understand the entire ecosystem of cryptocurrency. I can find a coin based on what it's going to be doing inside of an ecosystem. I'm telling you right now, assessing these situations, being part of the team, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. So these are the things that I really want you to go after in your life. You know what I mean? I just, I want to, I don't know how long I'm going to be here on this earth. I really don't. There's no guarantees that I'll be here tomorrow. There's no guarantees I'll be here this weekend. I pray to God I will be, and I would love to live to 90 years old and but nobody knows when they're going to go. So all I do is what I can do every single day. It's another reason I don't take a day off, because the day off is for people that aren't fully incorporated into life, man. I'm so all in on this life thing that every day is the last day of my life. Every day I want to be remembered for doing everything that I could for anyone that I could. Every single day. That's why we gave amazing discounts here on Black Friday. That's why we're growing the trading group. That's why we're moving forward. Shout out to the 842 people on the live, $116 in chat revenue. Man, you people just bought me a tank of gas and that escalated. $80 to fill her up. $84 to fill her up, though, pretty much all the way. That's not even that bad, honestly, to be honest. 93 octane, 83. I didn't think that was bad at all. I thought it was going to be like $120 to fill that puppy. 20-gallon tank, though. Nice big boy. 5 gallons more than my Hyundai. Yeah, it needs it, though, right? It needs it. It needs it. Someone asked me about SYLO. I bought SYLO a long time ago. A coin that was on my radar. Looked at it here and there. So SYLO, I mean, I talk about this all the time. I guess I did a bunch of... But look, I talk about this all the time. If you go back and look, learn this stuff with me. I'm going to teach you through this awesome tool. So look, someone would ask me about this here, right? And what I would have said, look, it's in the slanted... I'm seeing these slanted Adam and Eves. I didn't see them ever before. This year is the first year I started seeing it. It plays out just like an Adam and Eve, but it's slanted. You draw your neckline and your neckline's slanted. See, before I would have just made this a falling wedge and looked for divergence, which is cool. But once I see this, I know we're going to pump. And then I see the 50 coming for the 200 SMA. Once I see the 50 coming for the 200, and once you get above a 200 SMA on the daily, you're gone. You're gone. So I don't stress these. Normally I'd put 10 grand in with a stop loss of maybe 5%, 10%. I could lose 500, 1,000, and I'd get into a swing trade. Or what I'll do is I'll only put 500 to 1,000. I'll put what I could lose, and I don't put any stop. And whenever I see these types of things, I just put what I'm willing to lose, and I sit back for like 10 days. I set an alert somewhere up at these high points, like I marked these. I set alerts, but look what happened. The second you got above the 200 SMA, the daily shot up like a freaking slingshot. Boom. You even got a little bit of a flag here too that got you ready to go. And on top of that, you could have pulled a Fibonacci on this. And I'm saying, and it'll coincide with a golden pocket. It's amazing how coincidental a lot of this stuff is. Look at that. Golden pocket, Fibonacci level right there. If you take that wick, I mean, that's golden pocket status from this impulse to that impulse. And then not only you had the front run of the golden cross. So I front run the golden cross. Like this should give you more moves to the upside. I'm not a fan of what I'm looking at now. So far, right? It's got some daily dumpage. Looks like it may have to come down a little bit. Again, this is where I'd pull a bigger fib. And I'm looking for this to probably assess its way down to that 786. And it's got to touch. Another thing about my strategy is you have to touch the 21-day moving average. I know this is a lot to take in, but once you have it all. Like it's mapped out, and you're going to know where price action is going to go before it goes, like 90% of the time. It's absolutely amazing. Everyone, we're having a Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. Shout out to everybody here to jump on in, hit the newsletter, but go to mycryptolifer.com website and jump on in today. We're having a Black Friday Cyber Monday sale that's going to start 12 o'clock tonight. I highly suggest you jump on in. I'd greatly appreciate it. We were doing an opt-in if you did join my newsletter, but that is over. And we had an additional discount if you wanted to jump in. And we're still doing amazing discounts, but we had additional discount for the early birds that jumped on in at the beginning of the live. And we put it out for the last week. You had to join the newsletter, hit the opt-in button, and you were ready to rock, right? Now you can join the newsletter, but we want you to opt in. We got to get an opt-in on that one, to be honest. I don't even like to, Yeah. But look, now we're in a flag on the 1 minute time frame, looking for a move further to the upside here. All right. Holding this POC. See the POC? What is a POC? It's a point of control. A point of control is where the most buying and selling happens on the VRVP. I use the VRVP, the volume range visual profile. Some people call it the VPVR. I call it the VRVP because if you go here and you add it to your chart, all right, and you type in here and you type in VRVP, you're going to get the visible range volume profile. That is this right here. Now, it's going to be big and chunky the version they give you, because they use 24 lines. It's not delineated. It's not like super cut up. But I like to chop my cheese into many little pieces, all right? So the idea behind that is I go here, and I add a 0 right here. So simple. 240, hit OK. You'll see this get undelineated. There it goes. Boom, ready to rock, right? Let's get back into BOOKMAP and see what's happening. I also use BOOKMAP, and I show you how to watch liquidity. Look, more short liquidations just occurred there for BOOKMAP. And now we're at a bit of a snail's pace at 37, but we held 37K. You gotta give love to that we held 37,000. All right. It's good. This is good BOOKMAP music. It really kind of flows with it. So remember, 37,800 is the biggest order now. Now there's really nothing below us. This tells us we're going to 38,000, 37,800. I mean, see how big that red order is? There's nothing really anywhere else that could really slow us down. We got some of these orders right here. We got this 36.8. I get it. But the biggest order, the king daddy of them all, 785 Bitcoins wanted to be sold. This is how many Bitcoins want to be bought and sold. 785 Bitcoins someone's going to sell at the $37,800 level. All right. BOOKMAP link in the description below. Get the best discount you can for Black Friday for everything underneath my description. You know, ITrust Capital too is coming out. Check out ITrust Capital, please. Check out BingX. Check out everybody here that does sponsor my channel. I greatly appreciate it. It's amazing when people reach out. It's amazing when you build relationships. And remember, CryptoLifer.com, BingX, and ITrust Capital, the three main supporters of the channel. Shout out to the biggest sponsor, CryptoLifer.com. Thank you so much. I'm the talent and the guy who runs the company, so I got to thank that guy, that CEO, Sam Price, man. What a dude. Thank you, Sammy, for supporting the channel, man. I'm just a live streamer named the Crypto Lifer, but that guy, Sam Price, man, that guy's works 7 days a week, man. He's a grinder. Unbelievable what that guy does. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. And again, it's not all bullish or bearish. I'm seeing some, just kind of up and down price action. And remember, if we can't get back above the 200 SMAs on the 7, if we can't get back above these key levels, we're still in some downtrend here. It's not amazing for Bitcoin. Honestly, it's a bit of a mess today. Price action's a bit messy. I'll have to be honest with you. Let me give my last assessment. I'm going to remove the moving averages here and give my last assessment here. So I can leave Bitcoin alone. And it's 11:45. Wow, we went long. So at the end of the day, I'm watching the 12-hour time frame. It's ready to rock. I wouldn't be surprised if this is it. We broke down, we broke back inside both times. They broke the pattern, trying to hide the pattern, but you can still see what the pattern was doing. You can still see it. And that's how I know it may be different than most people are used to. And then I'm going to use my, we have to get back above this resistance to remain bullish. We can't lose this beautiful support that we've created. And we can't lose this beautiful resistance, bounce. So a bit of a double bottom there too as well. Back through the gap, above in this area, back through this gap. And so what I see us doing is likely just coming down, possibly hitting the bottom of the channel, getting tight. So as long as we stay tight here on the 12-hour time frame, I'm more bullish than bearish for Bitcoin. All right. And I already kind of showed you the smaller time frame ideas. You can zoom in there. But this is really when I want to zoom out for Thanksgiving and give you guys a bigger perspective. And this is just what we're looking at, right? Then we can look at this back to the 7. Just want to make it really clear for the newcomers here that are watching the channel, because it's a confusing day of price action. I'm going to be dead honest with you. It's a lot of up and down. It's a lot of it's just messy. It's not beautiful price action. And you can change it here on the 45-minute time frame, but same idea here. Same exact idea. And then I'm, looking for this shoulder, this head, and this bit of a right shoulder. The main area I don't want to lose is, so here, if we stay above 36,761, expect more upside and expect this to make a right shoulder. We lose that, you're looking for the point of control to hold us, which is this POC at 36,500, really, 36.5. Now, you lose 36.5, you're going to come down and start to test some new levels. You got a big zone right here, and we're going to come into this area and start playing some games. Last but not least, I'm going to show you one more thing for Bitcoin before I finish off all the super chats, and then we end the stream. And you guys can get to your family, I can get to my family, and they can say, "Oh, you finally came out of your hole, huh? Your crypto hole." Because we want them to know that crypto makes us inclusive. We don't want to be like the anti-social crypto people, like, because that also gives crypto a bad name if we're all in our houses all day and we don't talk to our family because we're always in the charts. You know what I mean? Which I know we are, but you know. So this is USD on Coinbase, and there's Bitcoin holding it 37,130. I see a move up for Bitcoin personally. I really do. Possibly a little bit of a pullback, but for the most part, I see Bitcoin moving to the upside. And again, I could be wrong, but the charts convey to me a bigger move is coming for Bitcoin. And so this is the Livermore cylinder. To me, is still valid. Still valid. Still looking great. And then you take the length of this, and this gives you a higher move because you get this uptrending scale to hit off of. And that gives us 48,800. So another higher idea with a different perspective. And so I'm still looking for this to push up. I was surprised we didn't get there before. I felt like this should have had further up. Then we can come back down, boom, and then we use this as support. Bang, we might make another one there, and then this thing is gone. It starts to deliver. So the bullish Livermore cylinder is still beginning to make a move. What's interesting, if you flip this upside down and you were to spin it the other way, the one thing they won't let me do is spin the other way. I always want to flip. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I always want to flip the chart one way. You know? Maybe I can do it in the editing here, but let me show you why. This is going to blow your mind. But you flip this upside down, and then you flip the chart the other way. My whole point is, falling wedges break to the upside. That's a falling wedge breaking, I don't know. It just blows my mind. Anyway. So I also see a Jesse Livermore bullish cylinder, and you can type that in too. And take a look at what this is doing. The Jesse Livermore, lessons from a legendary trader, man. I mean, I made a beautiful video about this guy. It'll blow your mind. Livermore accumulation cylinder suggests Bitcoin is setting a new all-time high. That was back in September 2019. That's funny, huh? But this would be the Livermore cylinder. I'm trying to find even like something like this, and you can see Bitcoin is clearly starting to do this tiny wedged out with the bigger movement to the upside. All right. And again, whenever I use Google seems to be better than when I access the Brave browser. We could use pre-search too, though. We could use pre-search as well. But look, I just really want to show you what it is. And it's important to take the time. Like, I want to rush. I don't want to lose everybody. But it's important to take the time to take this stuff in and realize what's happening. And there's free data to be had. But look, this is the Livermore cylinder, right? There's one right here. See that? Looking a lot like what we're doing now. A lot like what we're doing now. And again, there's no guarantees. But you just, this is another great one. We use these a lot. I call it a bullish megaphone, But Livermore cylinder, man. Reversal pattern. It's a Livermore cylinder. It's right there. And so add more patterns to your list. Then we have the Gartley and the Cypher, right? Those, I've never really used those, but I know what they are. I'll probably start implementing them at one point in my life. Just not right now, right? Okay, let's finish off the super chats. Light, love, and positivity and trade at your highest frequency with the lifers. Amen. That Livermore video is fire. I know, right? Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Day off today. Holla, holla. Livermore Tsunami would have been a cooler name. Hey, we can do that. Let's change it to the Livermore Tsunami, man. Let's do it. We can do whatever we want here. I made my own job. I created my own job. Wait. Let's break this down. I'm super successful at a job that I created. Like, I didn't go and become a doctor. I didn't go and do what they told me to do. I made my own school. I made my own school of thought. I find that absolutely inspiring. I work a job that I created. Now, YouTube was already here, but to implement everything in which we do it and how we do it, that's what I love about the internet. You're really free to create your business the way you want. Create everything in the way you want, you know, the way you desire. Let's take a look at XNA, Neura AI. As this thing booms to 3, it's now at an all-time high. An all-time high. Like, it's never been this high. And I put this out to the trading group this morning for a possible pump, and it did pump a little bit. Then it kind of went up and down, but now it's back inside the pattern again. This thing is interesante, huh? And these dotted lines are a bigger rising wedge that I see making an explosive move to the upside parabolically. You would take the length of this whole base, and that's where you would fire off from the top. And that gives me a higher place. And again, if you need one of these, you grab control, grab that right off. Yep, you see how I did that? Control is great. If I need another one of these, I grab that. It'll actually take these both if you have them both highlighted. But that tells me another possible 60% gain coming out of this puppy to the upside. I do see a diamond now. That's a reversal diamond pattern right there. Let's move forward into this bit of a reversal diamond. What is a diamond? A diamond's when you reverse into the bottom of the pattern, you usually reverse back out the bottom. This has some diamond vibes, but to me, it's already kind of playing out against the diamond in a way. But it does have some diamond vibe, you know. But you know what? There's also a lot of bullishness for this coin going on right now, so only time will tell. But this could be making a Livermore. It would be backwards. Yeah, it's the other way around. But getting very tight in the zone, this rising wedge could definitely break us to the upside. That measured move takes you to about 4 or 5, which is insane. When this gets to a penny, everyone's going to be like, yep. And we got in so low. We got in at 9. Now we're up almost a 4x. When it goes to 36, we're going to be up a 4x on this coin. Now it could dump tremendously. Let's look at the bigger time frames. And I am exhausted. Last night I did not get a good night of sleep because I slept with my wife and my baby. I usually don't. And she's moving all around. I don't want to smother her. You know, she's strong. She's like almost 3, but 2.5, my little baby. 2.5. Oh, yeah. So someone wants TRB, which is Teller, right? We had TRB Perpetual on MEXC. It did. Oh. Hold on. There was definitely a Perpetual on MEXC. Now I don't see it. Oh, let's put the .P on there. That should help me find it. There it is. So Teller's been bouncing pretty strong recently off the low of 83 all the way back to a high of 99. You can see where it got rejected. Why? The 200 SMA. I put out this W. That W played out perfectly to the upside, right? Last time we really traded it. Then it had that massive dump. I mean, it made a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right? So we took a look at the daily time frame. And the daily has hidden bullish divergence. Oh, come on. My finger slipped to the space bar. Once you do that, it goes to the next coin. Brain don't stop. Brain don't stop. The rain don't stop. Very relaxing stream today. Thank you. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm thankful and grateful for Sam. Only the best, fam. Amen. So TRB is in a hidden bullish divergence. All right. Hidden bullish is when you have a swing up on price action, but a swing down on the RSI. And you should have low stochastics ready to push. What I do here is I put this in this channel as if it left, came back inside, and it's still inside of a flag. I would also then pull my Fibonacci and take a look at where we're at. And you can see we're in the golden pocket for Teller. So I like it. It makes sense to me. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the length of this pole and just continue to the upside. Negated the fact that this even existed, and we just kind of continued on our way. It does look like we may have to come back down. Look at your 4-hour time frame first. If you're very overbought, but you know, it's interesting. I like the daily on this. I like the daily, and I like the 22-hour time frame. Not bad. I do like the daily, though, for a possible bigger move. Smart move, right, because you know there's some risk, is to wait for us to get above this resistance and retest it. So you want to see us break out of the pattern, in my humble opinion. That's what I would like to see. And a bounce back off. That could also be a bit of a cup with a little bit of a handle, and that starts to rally back off that 0.5 Fibonacci level and takes you all the way back to 163 and breaks that high, too, as well. That's almost a double up from where we're at right now for TRB. Let's take a look at CTI. CTI, Clintex on KuCoin. I do have a link to KuCoin if you do want to jump on in, and it you can do it where you're from. Let's take a look here at, and all the links are wherever you're from, if it works where you're at, right? Because there's people from all around the world on my channel. So I just want to make that clear. Like, some people are in a jurisdiction I'm not, but that doesn't mean I can't consult for great projects and and promote things that I think can help you in that state of the world, right? So take a look here. I mean, you're looking for CTI to make, in basically a consolidative move here to the sideways. I like that. I'd put alert right here. I put alert right there too. Right click them. Add alert. Okay. Right click this one. Add an alert. And yeah. Oh, something happened there. But I like what I'm seeing here on these alert sections. I would wait for this to go sideways and hit that. Front run the golden cross in the daily. Clintex. Another coin that I see, making that high and eventually getting up to this level here not too long from now. OFN, Hex, Link, and FITFI and Route. Thank you, Bovine. I tried to save it for over 2 years. It's everyday issues now. I have to figure out if to go to the ER or what to see and schedule it. I guess I have to be thankful a hospital is nearby, as I need my gallbladder removed sooner than later. Sorry to hear that, Jennifer Moffitt. I apologize for that. Is there any alternative to that? You know what I mean? If you could research it, you never know. I go to Rumble and see if there's anything out there. You never know. Rumble has some different information, but you never know. You probably know way more than me. Moon River Futures just got listed on MEXC. I'm new to crypto trading, and you are absolutely my favorite YouTuber. Greetings from Germany. Shout out to Soulkey. We love you, man. Thank you for being here. I tried to save it for over 2 years. I'm sorry to hear that. So she knows everything. I'm giving thanks and all sorts of things right now. Yeah. Shout out to Jamie, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sam. Have a blessed holiday. Amen. Amen. All right, let's finish off these super chats so my family can be like, where are you, Sam? Are you going to hang out, or are you just going to sit in a room all day? Believe me, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Let's take a look at OFN. And that's going to be Open Fabric AI. I remember when that first came out. I mean, this is brand new on KuCoin. I know it's got a cool name. I'll give it right off the bat, Open Fabric. I mean, you kind of have to like that. Like, I have to be honest, they're pretty snazzy with the name. Sometimes the name alone can cook something. I know you don't believe me, but remember when EGLD was Elrond and then they changed it to Multiverse X? I mean, what do you want to buy, Elrond or Multiverse X? Let's be honest. You're buying Multiverse X every single time over Elrond. Like, let's get real. So rebranding can have a big move. I'm telling you right now, me being a speculative investor, I've seen so many things happen with just a rebrand that could change the way you look at the markets, right? I do have a link to KuCoin in the description below if you do want to trade OFN or anything that isn't on MEXC, but mainly the hottest coins are on MEXC, man. It's a place to be. I did pin everyone. If you want to join my trading group, all right, we're going to have a Black Friday Cyber Monday sale kicking off tonight, exactly when we turn to Friday. Jump on in today. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And if you go to cryptolifer.com, we're waiting for you. Stand by. Jump on in. We have the phones. People on the phones ready. But jump on in. You'll get the best discount you could ever have gotten, up to 30% off or more, or something like that. 30%. We even gave a bigger one recently, earlier this morning, if you had opted into the newsletter. Bang, bang, bang. OFN looks interesting to me. I'm going to put an alert on it and keep it assessed, right? I'm going to keep an alert on that. I'd watch this thing closely. It's brand new. No one really knows about it. It's just on KuCoin. OFN, Open Fabric AI, right? And I did hear about this before somehow, some way. Maybe someone brought it up on the live stream recently. But I'd set alerts on Open Fabric. All right? I would. It's got that je ne sais quoi. I can't explain it. I just know when a coin, maybe it's my time traveling days. And I used to see, I remember it's all the money I made off of it in my time traveling days. You know what I mean? I would definitely watch this puppy. Okay. Did you talk to me? Okay, moving forward, we're almost done here, everyone. We're almost done. We're going to get out of here. Hex, Link, FITFI, and Route. I mean, I could be here all day. Trust me, I love it. But, you also got to do the right thing by your family. No matter how much you want to do what you want, it's about what everybody wants when you're with your family. So Hex, all right. And then we broke TradingView today. It looks like I just broke TradingView. You know what I mean? Remember, this is the big thing that we're watching for Bitcoin. So don't freak out. This looks really nice. It's a beautiful It's a beautiful ascending triangle. Almost has some bull pennant vibes, honestly. So I'm more bullish than bearish. As long as we don't go lower than this point of control, as long as we stay inside this pattern. If we bearishly retest, I would change my story, Morning Glory. But right now, bigger time frame, bigger idea, super bullish on Bitcoin. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. We can get our way out and break through the 38K resistance and have ourselves a bit of a party. So I talked about Hex coming down to this circled area and bouncing off the 786. It's in a shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's in a giant cup and handle. I personally threw in $500 into Hex, and I'm telling you, I'm going to sell it maybe in a month from now for a nice 228% gains. That's all I'm going to do. I'm putting in $500, and when it turns into about, what, $1,500, I'm out. You know, that's my idea for Hex. And if you're a long-term Hex holder, I believe that was your bottom of accumulation, but you never know. But it looks very, very likely. And then you have the slanted Adam and Eve. And so I'm telling you, man, the slanted Adam and Eve pays out. Like, boom. They slant. I think they slant things to try to hide it, but they really, because patterns are going to be played out no matter what. You're going to see the pattern, all right? BOOKMAP at 130, and BOOKMAP also suggests it's got that huge order at 36.8, 37.8. It's telling us we're likely going to go up to the upside for BOOKMAP. And if I see something awesome on my trading group, I'm going to tell you guys. I just shut down BOOKMAP for a second because I was having some trouble on TradingView, and I want to make sure we can get through the stream. Let's take a look at Link, FITFI, and Route. Wow, XNA on MEXC in 18 hours. I guess I have to be thankful a hospital is nearby. I like how you're being as positive as you can about that, but God bless you for doing that. All right. OFN has less than 66% circulating supply, so it can be volatile. Yes, it can. But it's also, what if everyone buys up that supply? You know what I mean? Then it becomes tight. And it could go the other way. It could make it actually pump pretty nicely because it doesn't have a lot of, So Chainlink looks a lot like the other coins that I've been looking at. That's a bull flag. Chainlink likely to blast to the upside. Once Bitcoin recovers here, which it looks like it will, but you never know. But so far it does look like it will. We're going to get a big move here for Chainlink. And I see Chainlink all the way to $20. And then people are going to be like, man, I had my chance to get Chainlink at $7. Again, I think AGIX probably can make more money than Chainlink. But Chainlink actually, man, I'm going to eat my words there. Chainlink is interesting. Because it's such a big market cap, you think it can't compete with the little boys, but it really could. Shoulder, head, right shoulder here. I like what I'm seeing for Chainlink. And I'd put an alert here for Chainlink with stops below. But that's a nice swing trade for 42% gains. And remember, it ran the rally last time. If things settle, it looks like it's going to run the rally again. So Chainlink is definitely on the radar, something that I'm watching. If you're with your family right now, you can't come to the live. I post these every single day to the Discord so you have access to it. And again, we do all the trading here on MEXC, Coinbase, KuCoin mainly, but MEXC really has the best fees. It's zero. If you use a limit order in and out, you pay no fees at all. So I don't like paying tons of fees when I'm doing stuff. You shouldn't either. Okay. I have AGIX, I have Link, so I'm covered either way. I had Link charted at like 650. Missed it the first time. I bought Chainlink at $1.78. I've been holding it ever since. Long time. I also bought some at 6 and at 7 and at 8, but never more than $8. I would not pay more than $8 for Chainlink. See, once I look at a coin, I go hard on it, and then I just refuse to pay more than I should for it. You know what I mean? Like, once I understand the situation, I'm not paying more. So FITFI, it just had the golden cross. You can see it's making this beautiful triangle that it broke out of, and it has a bigger measured move coming. And remember, Steppen is kind of out there, GMT, right? FITFI, another coin that we kind of want to pay attention to. These, these exercise to earn coins. I think they're interesting. Kind of there with AMINO. What did AMINO do recently? I haven't looked at it in a long time. Is AMINO holding its gains, or did it get completely demolished? Let's take a look. AMINO. Actually holding its gains pretty nicely at 2. You know what I mean? Didn't get sold off too bad. Yeah, look at it. Its high was like, you know, that's weird. Yeah, you know, its high was about 2.5, 2.6. Amazing. Fair launch was 0.02, so it's still holding a 10x from when it first came out, which is pretty awesome if you think about it. AMINO. Wow. And jump into trading, cryptolifer.com. Join today. If you join today, you have access to a Black Friday discount you can't get anywhere else. You would choose 3-month billing, a yearly billing. Say I wanted to jump in for the year and join today. Bang. You're going to get a QR, a little code that's going to give you access to a less expensive price. That $99 is going to drop all the way to, I believe, $777 or even maybe possibly lower. But jump on in today. Get access to that. You won't believe it. It'll be awesome. Black Friday sale will change your life. Super chats were route. Yeah. Last one. So FITFI looks interesting to me. Zig, I put an alert on Zig just so we can wait for it. And FITFI, to me, has already broken out. Once it breaks this high, I mean, look at that. It has a pretty fast track all the way to 0.1. So looks like it could make a nice, about 40% gains out of FITFI. I'd wait for it to break here, do a little flag retest, and then it can continue. The 12-hour looks interesting to me as well. Got this rounded bottom starting to make a move. That was accumulation. We'll see. Let's take a look at route. The kids are just causing it. I don't know if you can hear that, but out of control. Let's take a look at route here, route protocol. And I mean, look at that beautiful bull. Unbelievable. I actually own some route. I bought it randomly one time and just kind of held on. But look, I mean, Adam and Eve double bottom to the upside. I thought we could make a full retracement. We continue to pump. The daily actually looks like it may find a way further up. So let's look at the 1 hour and try to find some type of bullish pattern on the 1 hour. I'm going to delete my daily projection there. I made it fast on the live, right? But look at this. I mean, you saw that the daily looks good. So then I look for a flag on a smaller time frame. When the daily looks that good, it's highly likely that the smaller time flag is going to break out. Look for route to continue here out of the bull pennant. It's a very bullish pattern. I really like what I'm seeing here. Route likely to make some gains based on just what the technical analysis says, right? I didn't get paid to talk about route. I don't know the team. All right, I want to always reiterate that and say I'm just a guy who does technical analysis. And when I see something, I say something. It's that simple, all right? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project corner trade. Hey, Lois, are you going to join the Black Friday sale with Crypto Lifer? Me and Chris are jumping on in. I want a yearly discount. Everyone in Quahog wants to make money, but they don't know what to do. I'm going to join Crypto Lifer's live stream, and then I'm going to jump on into the 99. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Meg, you should jump on into 99 too. Everybody in Quahog should like it. I see no reason. Let's go. Root, man. Root, dude. It's called root. Route. Yeah, route. Someone called it root? Route? I call it route. Guess you have to have paid version for it to work today. I don't know. Savage Trades. You represent your name and love learning. Love you. Hope your family is doing better. Super chats. Route. So route looks good to me. Route. I didn't say Roto-Rooter. Did you say Roto-Rooter? Are you a Roto? Don't do this to me, Gina. Not today. Not today, Gina. Not today, Gina. Damn, Gina. Remember? You remember. You guys remember. You guys watched that show, that sitcom. Come on now. Funny. But route looks interesting to me. Set alerts. For a nice little swing bag, too. Funny, all I want to do is trade today. I get it. It pulls you in, doesn't it? Something about trading just is like unstoppably pulling you in. Let's look at MYRIA, and I keep forgetting to grab it. I might have to let that one sail. I want to own every single coin. I can't own every coin. I just can't. Like, I want to be, oh yeah, I grab that, I grab this, I grab. At one point, I have to just chill. But look, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. You can see how that thing was going to moon. How it was planning on its move to the upside here for route. It's Route 66. Nobody calls it Route 66. It is Route. Nobody calls it Route 66. It's Route 66. It is. It is. I just call it route. Don't get routed. Don't get routed the wrong way. He routed me to the wrong direction. What do you mean? Dude, he routed me over there. You don't route someone over there. Get out of here. Dude, I had to reroute. I had to reroute myself. What do you mean, man? Of course you have to reroute. You don't reroute. Let's get real, man. It's Route 66, but you reroute yourself. Let's get honest. It's route. All right? We can have a big, is it route or route or route or route or route or route or route? All right? I'm rerouting myself, man. Right now, I'm going to reroute myself right out this door. You keep it up. Hey, call baby. Call BB, right? That makes sense. It does, right? See, now I just played you guys. You thought you knew more than me. Don't. I'm a linguistic master. Don't play me. Don't play me, right? Don't play me. This thing's still at half a penny. If you feel like you missed out, maybe you didn't. But wow, MYRIA, we were talking about it when it was down here at 1/10 of a penny. It's already done a 5x now. This is insane how many of these coins have ripped to the upside, right? If you have a tree, you might reroute. You might reroute the tree, yeah. Routing for the route. Rooting for the route. All right. Wait. Let's run a poll and then I'm out of here for the day. All right. Is it route or route? Is it route or route for route? Because you reroute to Route 66, don't you? Route. And then I'll do route. No, that's route. That's route. That's route. That's route. All right. Tell me what you think. Is it route or route? You let me know. It'll be the final. You guys will make the final call here. All right. Let's find out. How many people we still got watching the live stream? 700 people here. Breaking it down. All right. Only in America. You guys make up your own version of the English language. Koala man. Did you miss XNA? No, I did not. I went over it already. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You missed it, actually. Sorry to say. They got to be an article somewhere explaining this messy English language. I'm right, man. I'm telling you, we reroute. When you get lost, the GPS says rerouting. It does. It says I'm rerouting you. Like, it doesn't say it's rerouting you, man. You're not a tree, bro. You're not a tree when you're driving, man. You don't get rerouted. All right? You get rerouted. Hold on. Where's my mom? Is she here? Michelle, come here. We have a big issue on the stream.
What happened?
I went over this coin called Route, R-O-U-T-E, but people say it's Route. They're like, it's Route 66. But I said, don't you reroute? So now I'm asking, is it Route or Route? Or is it Route or, you know?
Well, I know that I get my kicks on Route 66.
But wouldn't you get rerouted to
Yeah.
Route 66?
Yeah.
So everyone's like, it's not Route, it's Route. It's not Route, it's Route.
Maybe it's the use case.
It is the use case. That's where they don't get, you know? So I'm kind of right or wrong, but it's like a funny little thing we got going on.
Tomato or tomato?
I don't know. Is it blue or blow?
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
But this is it. I'm out for the day. This was it, everyone. That was it. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Bitcoin's starting to pump nicely off of the move. I'm telling you, I'm more bullish than bearish for Bitcoin. And I'll tell you why. Because I like the bounce off that 200 SMA on that 1 hour time frame. That looks good to me. I like what I'm starting to see. So I love you all. I appreciate you all. But I expect the move here back to the upside. We're making this right shoulder of the shoulder, head, and shoulder. Remember that. Remember that. Again, if we break back inside this pattern, then that's a flag that's going to continue to the upside. I'd keep my stop loss below the 200 SMA on the 15-minute and see if I can ride, baby, ride. You know what I mean? This is the trade I would take today, personally. I actually may go take it in a second. I'm going to assess the situation, but yeah, I might take a small. You should not be trading on Thanksgiving. You really shouldn't, but if you're me, you probably will. And then you'll be on the low like, I got to go to the bathroom, you know? Give me a turkey leg. Everyone, I love you all. I really appreciate it. I've had the best time with each and every one of you today. The route thing was hilarious. I didn't pick up on it till later on, and now I figured out what you guys were doing, you guys and girls. Thank you so much, everyone here on the live. I appreciate you all. And now I'll do my version. I'll do my version. No, I'm just... But I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you all for coming on in. And I can't wait for the next year to begin, man. 2024, we're going to have a blast. Everyone, God bless each and every one of you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for Jesus Coin is up by over 100% for the month. Over 4,000% since April. God is great, man. Jesus Coin continues to pump. Honestly, I saw Jenna X talk about it yesterday. She was like, I got more Jesus. It's on Poloniex, huh? All right. Ooh, it doesn't look good on it. It looks like they just added it today. Yeah. So I'm not going to use that. Oh, there we go. Oh, so I have had this thing going on. It may pump. Look at that. Had this bull pennant. Now it's in another pennant. Yeah, I see it going up 133% gains coming. That's what's possibly going. Again, I know nothing about the coin. So, but there's a chance that Jesus Coin does go all the way to 133% gains. And look, 33. Now he can come out of the closet. I'm actually in the closet. Like, I'm in a closet. Like, look, that is it's crazy. Don't be rude, GF Berg. Always playing games. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember, today is the day, tonight, to join my trading group with the Black Friday sale. Jump on in today. I can't wait to see you there. Also, join my newsletter so you can get access to all the cool things that we're doing. Hit the agree to opt in. All right? Hit it in. Get it in. I can't wait to see each and every one of you there. And go to CryptoLifer.com. Browse around, have fun, ask us some questions, jump on in and join today. Tonight is the night. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, baby. I can't wait to see each and every one of you in the trading group. God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming on in, and I'll be back tomorrow with a with another beautiful live stream on Friday morning. Everyone, thank you so much. Don't spend too much time in the charts. I know you will anyway, but just try not to. And I'll see you on the next live stream. May God bless each and every one of you. Amen. You can, you will, you are the best. Thank you. Gratitude to each and every one of you. Big thanks for everyone. I love you all.